So we back with another video. This particular client came in for a signature haircut, and that includes shampoo, deep condition, and the haircut. Now, when I tell y'all I love to get clients who love to get their hair cut or who love to get a deep condition or any kind of treatment for that matter, like, baby, I goes to work. I goes to work in your head, because one thing you will never say about Tria is she don't get in that scalp. Okay? Like, I do the most. Like, I'm scrubbing, I'm massaging. Look at that. You can't tell me she didn't leave feeling better. Like, she was so relaxed. There was no talking. All we heard was music and me scratching her head. When I tell you I get in there, I plays no games when it comes to these treatments. So if you haven't had a treatment by me, or you're looking to get a treatment by me, baby, please come see me, because I got you. You're 9 times out of 10 gonna either make a noise or you're gonna fall asleep. Guaranteed. It's guaranteed. Like, look at how I get in there. Like, I'm scratching everything. So if you got dandruff, if you got whatever, itchy scalp, whatever it is, you're not gonna have it by the time we leave this shampoo bowl. I promise you. But anyways, so here I am massaging her perimeter. Everybody loves a good massage, right? Like, who doesn't love a good massage? Especially, like, if you haven't pampered yourself in a while and you come to a salon to get your hair done, the least they can do for you is not only make it like, okay, I'm just making her cute, but they need to be making it an experience. And everything starts at the shampoo bowl. Cut out all that. It's the flat irons, it's this, it's that. No, it's the shampoo. If you don't shampoo your client's hair right, your style isn't going to come out right. If you don't shampoo your client's hair right, that silk press is not going to look right. If you don't shampoo your client's hair right, any style you do to where they're wearing their natural hair is not, let me say that again, is not going to look right. You have to make sure you get in there, show some TLC to that person's head, their hair, every follicle. Get in there. Don't be afraid. Like, most people want you to be rough in their head, and if they don't, they can open their mouth and say, okay, that's a little rough. But I've never had a client who told me I was too rough in their head. Some fell asleep, some moaned, some groaned. How can you not? This is an experience. It's self-care. Like, this is how I would want somebody to shampoo my hair. Like, nothing less. You got to give me the ultimate. And then I like to go in, like, with the shampoo still in your hair. I like to go in with the unbrushed brush and kind of like get all the kinks out from when I was just scratching your head to death. And it makes it so much easier. So when you go in to do the conditioner, it's 10 times better. Like, it's 10 times better. Like, the comb out, there's no tangles, there's no kinks, there's no knots. Comb that hair out while it has shampoo in it. Comb that hair out while it has conditioner in it. I promise you, it's not going to fail you. Look at how easy it is for me to just go down her head. It didn't get snagged. There was no pulling. She didn't say I was hurting her. Everything went by smoothly. So I'm just gonna rinse the shampoo out right here, and then I think I shampooed her twice. I always go in and shampoo twice, because you never know how dirty a person's hair is. But I most definitely did the shampoo twice, and then I went in with the conditioner. So I'll be back when it's time for her deep condition. Okay, so one thing about it and two things for sure. The only thing I don't like about shampooing is that nape area. Like when I lift them up to scratch back there and get that shampoo back there real nice and good, when I go to rinse it out, that's always the hardest part to get product out of someone's hair without wetting them, wetting their clothes, their back, whatever, without having them leave soaking wet. That is the hardest. So I'm putting in the conditioner, and here I am again using the unbrushed brush to comb this product through her hair and make sure it's so nice and sleek and smooth. Like, that's what you want. You don't want tangled hair under the steamer. You don't want knots in your client's hair when they get under the steamer or the dryer if you prefer. You don't want that. You want their hair as tangled and knot free as possible. So I'm just going through and making sure, like, look at how smooth that looks. Just going through and making sure that, like, the product is spread out evenly, and then I'm gonna brush a few more times. I just gotta make sure, like, you're not gonna say Tria did a bad job on your head, Tria left tangles, Tria left knots. You're never gonna say that. Like, I take care of my clients, which is why they rebook. Here's me putting the processing cap on, and yeah, I'm just gonna get her to the steamer, and then I'm gonna go and do a few things around my station while she's under the steamer, and I will come back when she is done. So I let her process under the steamer for like 25 minutes, and here I am just brushing out her hair so that when I go in to cut it, I'm not damaging her hair by like just leaving it as is and going in and cutting. I did spray United One by Redken in her hair as a cutting aid and a leave-in conditioner. When I tell you that leave-in conditioner smells so good, oh my God, like everybody says, like when I spray that in their hair, they love it. They love the smell. I had one girl even purchase it after I finished her hair. So I'm just right here, I'm just making sure that her hair is completely straight. Putting the cape over the chair so she doesn't have any hair that I cut on her clothing. And I'm going to ask her like about the length, because I know when some people say they want to trim, they don't want much taken off. So I just asked her, like, was that length enough? And she agreed. She was a very quiet client as well. I don't know why I get a lot of quiet clients, but it doesn't bother me none, because I'm really not a talkative person. It might not seem like that on these videos, but in person, like, I'm very introverted. I am not an extrovert. I mean, unless like you spark up the conversation with me, I probably will just ask you the basic questions that I need to ask you as your stylist, and then I will probably be quiet after that. I will try to spark a little conversation by asking questions about my client's hair, and then if I get that feeling like, okay, they don't really want to talk, I'll stop. So I'm just going in, trimming her hair, and then I am going to go in the interior and make sure everything is even and straight, and we took off those split ends that she wanted gone. I'm about to go in and section her off so that I can get into her perimeter and make sure everything is straight. I do it in 3 sections because I do the back as one big section. I start off in the middle to create my guide, and then I just follow my guide all the way through the head. And then as for the sides, I take a little up in front of the ear, and then I take a little from the back and back of the ear, and just like follow my guide that I already created in the back to give me like a map of what I'm supposed to be doing in the front. So nothing is uneven, nothing is choppy. It's all even, it's all straight, it all blends. here I am almost done with her cut, and then I am going to go in and blow dry. So thing with the blow dryer, we got two Dysons, and I wanted to use the one with all the attachments, only because I kind of wanted to give her a curl on the end and make it look more bouncy, flowy. I just wanted it to look good when she was leaving out the store. So I'm going to finish this up, and then I'll come back in when I get to the blow drying section. this is where the blow dryer begins. I really like this attachment because like it kind of, I rolled it the wrong way. Don't mind me. I did it again. I kind of like this one because like it curls your hair while it dries it. And the way that the hair just wraps around the wand curler, like I fell in love with that. I think I'm going to do all of my clients who have like super long hair. I think I'm going to use that on them because the way that just like it makes it smooth, it doesn't frizz. I just love how this certain attachment does the hair. Just continue to watch and y'all gonna see what I'm talking about.